How's it going, YouTube? Welcome to the Cosmic Ray channel. I'm your host, Cosmic Ray. Back in the day, I always thought that another way for me to help channel myself is listening to music. Now, I know it's hard to tell, but you can kind of see that I do have earplugs in right now. So hopefully my voice is not too loud, but what I'm doing is while I'm simultaneously talking right now, I'm actually listening to music to help kind of channel my inner self or my higher self down to me. In order for me to kind of, in a sense, speak out my other truths, as you know, has always been confirmed with my what I like to call candle love, candle magic. So while I am talking to you, I have music playing, and that was going to help myself channel, or in a sense, get in tuned, if you will, with my higher self. So bear with me, everyone. Lately, I've been going through different things of synchronistic moments as I usually talk about in my videos, but I feel that lately, for some reason, I am guided to talk about something kind of somewhat fun, lighthearted, but also slightly serious because I do see this a lot. Not sure why more recently than others, but I'm sure you guys heard of certain things called like the glitches in the Matrix, or deja vus, or just something random paranormal, or just realizations of parallel realities, or whatnot. Now I can go into videos about talking about parallel realities because I'm sure you've heard me talk about some odd moments of what I go through, or even of quantum jumping, if you will. So here's an interesting story, which me I should discuss this in a story time with Cosmic Ray. But anyways, here I go. Earlier tonight, I was driving home, and I was driving home trying to grab something to eat. And on the way home, I'm at a stoplight, and just with a big intersection, and there's a van to the right of me in a gold van, goldish to brown van. I think someone older driving, and someone in the passenger seat. I was listening to something on YouTube, nothing that was playing through my speakers, but just through my phone. Now, what was playing is not really matters, but it was someone talking just out loud about just about life. And this person, I don't know if they were liking it or not, but they kind of like kept scooting up, like inching forward, like past like my peripheral, like going forward. Now, there was a couple times where they're about to step on the gas and they broke. They thought it was our turn, to turn left, but it wasn't yet. And when it was green for the other people to go, they started going even though it was red, and then they stopped again. Now, it was something like that brings to my attention because I usually pay attention to like a lot of things are around me when I'm driving. And when the light was green for us, they like just bolted out, like, and they're in a van too, by the way. Now, I'm not in a sports car or anything crazy, but I do drive somewhat fast, but I do also drive, somewhat quick, if I need to. However, it was like as if they were trying to race but not race. I don't know. I thought that maybe possibly they were mad. Well, they ended up driving past me, which is no big deal. I'm just driving, so I'm just coming home from work. And so they were driving a little bit fast, and then for a little bit they started, I don't know, like slowing down or something, and I just drove past them, and I just saw like the gentleman. I know it's not that big of a deal, but I knew who I saw at least, or what I saw in the car. So when I tell you something that's about to happen, which I'm sure you'll know where I'm getting at, and as you see, my candles are going off because I'm speaking my truths, if you will, to you. So as I'm driving, I would pass them up. I passed them up for a while, and sorry, my technological device I'm listening, channeling my music from, it's causing issues right now. And as you know, that happens sometimes to people like us, if you will, or individuals like us, if you will. We're sometimes not supposed to be around electrical things. Anyways, so while while I was talking, or I'm sorry, while I was driving, I pass up this individual and I'm like flying by them, and they're like long gone. And I'm getting closer to my destination, and I make like a right turn, left turns, right turn, right? And then as I'm going straight, I need to make one more left turn. So as I was doing that, there was a car like in front of me, and I pulled over to the little bit to get into the left turning lane, and then they're in the, and it was a red stoplight. They're at the very front, and then I pull up to be at the very front as well. I look to the right. It looks like the same car. I know I said it looks like, I felt like it was the same like van. It was a gold van for sure. Two people in the car. The person that was in the driver's seat looked very, very, very close. I mean, I would say pretty much spot on to the same person I saw. Now, all I can tell you, or you're probably thinking it's okay, well, they probably just passed you up or got a shortcut or something. No. My destination that I was headed to, there was no way that they would have gotten to that point, like at all. There was no way. And I mean, they would have had to have like jumped. I'm talking about stuff that that to normal individuals, that's impossible. Okay, to all of a sudden teleport, and then like a whole manifested car with people in it, and then jump to another destination, like right to where I was about to be at home, if you will. And don't get me wrong, I've experienced this. I just never really talk about it as much, in these videos. And it's just lately that's been coming up a lot more, like a lot of like parallel type realities. And it gets to a point where I'm thinking, okay, maybe I should, talk about it. Now, of course, I come home, eat, do some meditation, do some yoga, do some deep, deep, deep meditation afterwards, and listen to some music, which I haven't done in a while, to kind of like spark something inside of me, to feel better about things that are going on, in my life, that I just need to be elevated, if you will. And while I'm doing that, I'm like thinking, okay, you know what? I'm gonna put on some headphones, meditate, maybe do some oming, and then kind of drown out the oming for other people outside, which I know really shouldn't matter. But I put on the like a movie or something that I'm not really gonna pay attention to because I got my music on, if you will. And of course, it happens to be Matrix, or one of the Matrix trilogies, and I didn't even realize I had that in my DVD player. But of course, it happens to be Matrix. Other things I've been seeing, of course, all throughout today, definitely be getting like 444s, 555s, getting like 33s, like dual number synchronicities. And it was funny that today a lot of people at work started asking what my favorite number was and what type of numbers I like. And I didn't really know how to explain it because, everyone just has one single favorite number. And here I am saying, I like them all. He looked at me like kind of funny, like, okay, that's kind of dumb. Usually everyone just has a favorite type of number. Then I said something even more dumb, if you will, if you can imagine that. I go, dual numbers, triple numbers, all numbers are the same. And when that happened, about 30 minutes later, maybe an hour, I have a guest, if you will, have a price that they're paying for an item, happens to be $33.33, 3333. And I'm seeing a lot of like the three synchronicities as well. And it was just one of those things, that just brought my attention to the forefront. Now, of course, I could talk about a lot of things like parallel realities and a lot of what some people call deja vus or glitches in the matrix. Now, I know normally necessarily deja vu has to be exactly like what I was saying about the car, but that is definitely like a glitch in the matrix. That is definitely like a sign of like some type of parallel type reality, or in this sense what it felt like, or maybe coincidentally, if you will, which I don't really believe, that somehow this car magically teleported itself. And there was no way, even the direction that they went, there's no way they could have came in from a particular way. Like I would imagine if they found like a back route, probably see them come up this way or go this way, but they were already there, and then I was coming up, and I'm like, there's no way that would have happened. Now, of course, it could have just been those moments where sometimes where, someone says, "Hey, did you notice how many, I don't know, like white vans there are?" And of course, you don't really think about it, but when you start have that's planted in your head, you start to realize, oh, wow, I saw a lot of white vans today, or whatever it is, like blue trucks or yellow Hondas or something. I don't know, whatever the case, right? You don't really pay attention until someone says it. Then you start to realize, oh, okay, I actually had noticed a lot more now that you brought it to my attention, kind of thing, or brought it into my reality. Well, it was just one of those things where, yeah, I guess I could have chalked it up to something like that. But however, you guys know, and I know that it wasn't, it was more than just a coincidental, incident, if incident. So I feel it's definitely like some type of synchronistic moment. It was definitely something that just brought to my mind and was just telling me, hey, there's more, to them what's going on. And yes, I could be talking about it a lot more about deja vu and other type of experiences. I just feel that this is one of those moments where like I need to just discuss and just to kind of just put it out there in the collective and just to be able to ask, hey, is this something, where you guys have started to experience more glitches type in the matrix. Now I've had these since I was a kid, didn't really know what it was, and then people just start talking about deja vu and or deja or the other version, and it's just one of those things where it just started to spark something in my mind, that I've been getting these, and have a feeling many of you have been getting these as well. If you can, please share in the comments section. Have you been getting these lately? And not saying maybe ever. And if you want ever, yeah, you can definitely put that in too, because it's always great to share, type of like stories or just personal experiences, for all of us. And maybe we've all had these type of moments in life. And like I said, I've had these before, and I know you've had these before. It was just lately, like more so coming to the forefront. Something that's just kind of like sticking out at you. Just and of course, this could have just been a sign for me, obviously. Just something for me, like meant for me. But I just feel like I needed to discuss this out, to put it out there in this collective verse or collective verse, if you will, of everything. This collective conscious, this lovely universe, that we're all getting this energy from. And I've always been getting like these other things too from other people that are on YouTube, or like you start having like these like ideas, I guess if you want to call them ideas, or downloads. Then of course someone else does it because you don't do the video kind of thing, and it just feels like something I just wanted to kind of just quickly just talk about with you all. Other than that, I know I haven't put out much, content lately, and I have been going through some things, in this type of reality that I'm trying to deal with, and of course, I don't want to, put it out there. I always feel like, whatever you put out, definitely can come around back at you. So I don't want to put out obviously negative energies, but I don't want to kind of put anything out there that hasn't been like finished, in a sense. And I feel like talking about other stuff can manifest other things, so let's just I won't go there. But I've been going through some things, I'm sure as many of you have as well. I feel that this universe and things that come around with like the full moons and whatnot can bring other things in our life and somehow manifest other things that we're trying to deal with. And of course the universe puts out stuff that we can't handle. We don't think that we can handle because at that moment in time, I guess, or in this lifetime, we feel this is like the one struggle that's so hard for us. And like, why am I being, am I being put down when I try to do so good for humankind, and for this planet, for Gaia, or just for love, or just to put out that compassion out there. Why am I getting this? It's because you can handle it. And sometimes, you don't feel that way. Sometimes you just want to throw the middle finger to the world and say, no, like I try to do good. Why is this happening to me? Ow. but this universe definitely, and your angels, spirit guides also, they put things in front of you because they know you can handle it. And like true cosmic surfers, you ride these karmic waves, you ride these cosmic waves of difficulties, the storms of obstacles, waves of difficulties of life. You guys shine brighter than any light. Like I've been starting to guided to start saying now is, you guys are, the actual light. You are the actual fire in that lamp. You ignite and you disperse that light energy, throughout the cosmos. So everyone, you watching this, you shine bright. Please know that. Please know that. And don't think, don't believe. Okay, you don't need to believe, because once you start to know, it's truly a beautiful feeling to know, not to believe, but to know. So know that. Okay, know that. All you cosmic surfers out there, be strong. I feel there's something type of like energy that's coming, and I believe that we can do this. We can do this. Once we overcome this obstacle or these obstacles that are at our forefront or knocking at our door, these are our challenges. We open up the door and say hello. We welcome you in because guess what? You're not going to take us today. You're not going to conquer us. We're going to conquer you. You know, you are my ocean. You know, I'm just riding the waves. You may knock me down, but I'm going to get back up because I enjoy it. And it's because I'm strong and I have so much love to give that I know that I'm not being shunned, you know, by this universe. I'm not being shunned by my guides. I'm not being put down. Woo! They love us. The universe loves us as well. Know that. Know that. Love, Cosmic Surfers. Love, 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 love. I'm sending you some kiss bullets. Love to you, okay? You need it, I need it. All right, no more armor. At least not for those. Peace. Good night. Blessed weekend.